Do you know what? I really was going to put on something cuter for this video, but I actually cannot fathom putting on any more material than I have on right now. It took me about an hour to do my new setup with my new laptop, my new tether cable, lighting. It has to be artificial because unfortunately it took me so long that the natural light is fading. But we're about to have the biggest storm ever after a few weeks of insanely hot weather, and yeah, I have to have the window open. It is absolutely boiling. My fan's at the ready, and I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. But yeah, I am back for another video. It's going to be exactly the same as the previous couple of videos, which is just like a new talk through things I'm excited to wear, you know, things I'm just really pleased to have found. And unfortunately, this is the best that you're going to get from me today. So hopefully I'll look a little bit cuter in the try-on clips that are to come, but I cannot even begin to consider filming them today because the thought of, you know, changing in and out of a million items of clothing does not fill me with joy right now. So I'll save that for maybe tomorrow, edit this together, and yeah, we will perhaps look a little bit cuter to the side. So without further ado, this is another one of my classic videos that I seem to be doing a lot. It's something that I get really excited about sharing with you. I get a lot of new items, as you can see. I'm collecting quite the hoard, but yeah, I really wanted to share these items with you in this format, just to kind of get up to speed, because my last video was a little bit late going up and like a lot of the items are out of stock. So the better I can get at putting these videos out, and the quicker I can get putting them out, the more available the items will be to you, and I can give you kind of a better link to them. If you like these videos, then great, fantastic. There'll definitely be more of them to come, but I would like to, you know, interject a few different types of formats of videos, maybe some styling videos. I was thinking of doing like a workwear, kind of capsule wardrobe, like things I'm enjoying wearing to work, and just maybe some other bits like that as well. But yeah, I'm still taking baby steps to kind of getting up content consistently and regularly, and just testing out, you know, my setup, what I like. Each video is kind of slightly different. Some are sat down, some are stood up. Hopefully each one will get a little bit more confident and a little bit more together. But yeah, if you enjoy this, it'd be great if you could subscribe and leave a comment and a like, because like I said before, I see all of you because there's not many of you. So yeah, it'd be great to get a little bit of engagement, and just see, you know, what you like, what you don't like from this video. And yeah, I will get straight into it. I'm trying to be more organised when I do my videos, and so I've written down all the items of clothing and accessories that I want to feature. So if you see me grabbing this, that is why. I'm going to go in a completely random order this time. I ended with shoes last time, so I might just start on shoes. Bear with. So the first thing I want to show you are these sandals from Asos. They're from a brand called Bronx. They are so padded, they literally feel like I am walking on a cloud. I have really bad blisters when I first wore these, and they actually like didn't hurt them at all. They're so padded, I can't even begin to explain to you how like spongy the sole is. They almost feel like memory foam. They're really chunky. I saw them on Asos actually the day after I wore some Dr. Martens sandals, and they gave me those blisters, which were absolutely excruciating. And I was like, you know what? I'm at that age now where I can't be doing this. I need some comfy sandals. And when I saw these on Asos New In, I grabbed them. I was actually expecting them to be kind of a return. Wasn't expecting to keep them because they were around kind of 80, 90 pounds. So I really had to like them to keep them. I'm not looking to kind of add any shoes in that I don't love anymore. But these, as soon as I put them on and started walking around in them, I just knew that there was no way they could go back. And I love them so much that I actually picked them up in a cream as well. So these were from the Bronx website. These weren't actually available on Asos, which was a bit of a bummer because I had to pay some shipping and stuff. But I think there was some code of like £20 off your first order, something like that. I'm not going to show you the top of these ones because these are a little bit dirty, which is the only downside to them being such a light colour. These on the website I was a little bit hesitant about because they're called like butter or something as the colour. And I was a little bit concerned that they were going to be super yellow. But as you can kind of maybe see against the white, they're verging on being like a lemon butter colour, but actually with clothes styled up on your feet they look a lot more cream than they might do here. So yeah, I love them so much. that I ended up with 2 pairs. Honestly, if you feel how comfortable these are, you will understand. Like I said, I'm at the age now where I need comfort, and I've worn these out all day, fresh out the box, so comfy. And if I ever go on holiday, these will be the only sandal that I'm packing, because style them up, style them down, fantastic. Both of these I got in a UK 7, and I would say they are true to size. The next shoe that I have to show you are these Adidas OA and C kind of gazelle collabs. They're sort of like a gazelle, but kind of slightly wider on the sole and the actual shoe, which I really like because I don't actually like the shape of the gazelles, and I know they're super in at the moment, but the shape is just too thin for me. Like, I like a chunky trainer. I don't know if you can see on here, but I'll definitely pop it on a little kind of close-up try-on clip. But they have like that chunk to them. A girl on my team in work actually has these with the black laces. These didn't unfortunately come with the black laces, but I just kept staring at them, and I was like, do you know what? That is just something I don't have in my wardrobe, like a flat Adidas shoe. I don't really have any Adidas shoes anymore. I've kind of sold them all. But these tick every box in terms of being that gazelle that's really in at the moment, but being my colour scheme. And I'm sure you can see that this would be a shoe that I would wear with this exact outfit. Didn't plan it, but you can kind of see the colours of my wardrobe are very apt for this shoe. And I've already worn them a few times. I think they are a relatively older collab. I got these on eBay. I did pay a little bit of a premium. I think they're about £130–140, but there were very few of these around on the resale market, so I grabbed them. They're not particularly hard wearing though. I've already got a little bit of a scratch on the inside of one because it is quite a soft leather. It's kind of like an olive beige gum sole, and yeah, I just really love these, super casual. And I really love how the stripes on the side are kind of a lace, so like kind of a lace with a zigzag stitch, like floral lace-esque, quite feminine. So I definitely would say these are more of kind of a female shoe. But yeah, grab these in the UK 7, fit true to size, have given me blisters, which kind of counteracts everything that I just said about the last comfy shoe, but I did expect these to be comfier than they are. I think it's just a case of breaking them in and kind of softening the leather up. But very pleased with these nonetheless, and I have my plasters at the ready for the next time that I'm going to wear them. Honourable mention to a shoe that I wasn't going to feature in this, isn't on my notebook, but I just wanted to give an honourable mention to because I have been after this shoe for ages, and it probably is a shoe that I would more so wear to work, so less so something that I would wear kind of on a style basis, but more of sort of office wear appropriate, is these New Balance 2002 Rs. Got these for an absolute steal on Vinted. The seller had actually spelt not only the brand name wrong, but the star name, so I did a little bit of a loose search, and these came up in my size after not being able to find any under kind of £150 for around a year. So I found these for 60 quid, and as you can imagine, I was over the moon and grabbed them really quickly. They are half a size too small for me, but they are still more than wearable. I just usually get New Balance in a 7 because I find they come up quite small. Don't know about anyone else. But yeah, they are a beige suede. They're similar, very similar to the pair that I showed in the last video, but they come up much more of a grey, and I often wish they were a little bit more beige. When I do wear kind of cream beige stuff, the grey does clash a little bit. So I have been after these for a while. They have a mesh upper and also mesh kind of round the side. Got that like aluminium silver colour to the back. And yeah, they're just kind of a classic pair of 2002 Rs. I know these are sold out everywhere. Like, you cannot get these retail. They are going for about sort of 130, 140. And I have credit protected these because I know these are going to get absolutely battered at being suede. So, pop these back. It's definitely a little hint that I've got for Vinted as well, just kind of sweeping up those bargains by doing a loose search, so you're not always searching for the exact style of something you want, because someone might not even know what the style is, or it might literally be someone's mum just like selling something on their behalf and they have no idea what the item is worth. So always do a loose search if you're after something really specific, because you never know what might pop up. The next pair of shoes that I have to show you, yes, another pair of shoes. I have a complete addiction to buying shoes. I actually wasn't going to show you these because I did buy these a month or so ago, maybe 2 months, maybe even more, but I have actually started wearing them loads, and I did see that they are in sale on the JD website, so I did want to give them, again, an honourable shout out. Maybe that's another video I could do, things that I'm wearing a lot this month, things I'm re-wearing. That'd be a good idea to kind of counteract the new in continual buying. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. So yeah, these are a pair of New Balance 1906Rs, and these are a JD colour exclusive, so you can't buy them on any other website, and they're a grey and kind of cream, really light cream, lace running through them. I wore these out the other night after work, and got quite a few people like saying they really like them, and I was like, do you know what, yeah, I really like them as well, and I don't give them enough airtime, so definitely gonna wear these a little bit more. I wore them out with an outfit that I'll show you a little bit later on, so I'll probably style them in the try on clip. That's probably what you'll see in the try on clip. But yeah, really like these. Again, you'll see them slightly more in the try on clip, but I just love the colourway. They're really meshy and really utility kind of looking, almost like a hiking shoe. But I won't go on too much about these. Got them in a UK 7, as I always do with New Balance, like I said. And yeah, just massive fan of these. The colour of them, as you can see, it sort of goes with the rest of my wardrobe, very neutral. But these are a very neutral trainer, and I don't know if you can see, but the N is sort of laced by the laces, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, just really like these. I don't think you can get these in the store. I think these are online only, and I saw, like I said recently, that these have gone into sale online. So a great opportunity to pick them up, and I feel like once they're gone, they're gone. So yeah, the resale could be pretty high on these in the future. And the 1906Rs are really popular at the moment. I know Amy Leon, forgive me if I pronounced that wrong, but has just collaborated with New Balance again on the 1906Rs. I just really love the colourway of these. I'm gonna go backwards on the order that I went in my previous video. Don't know why, just items are closer to hand. But the next item that I'm going to do is the only accessory that I've got to show you, and it's this little Stussy crossbody. I won't put it on now because I've shortened it for storage on my rail, but yeah, it's a little crossbody. You'll see it in the try on clip. Absolutely in love with this and my little Prada crossbody. Carry me all the way through summer just for going out. You don't really need much on you, just your little hairbrush, your card, your keys, your makeup. Like, you're good to go. That doesn't really need to hold much more than that. Again, this one was sold out retail, so I went online. I think it's £50 retail and about £80 resale at the moment. Obviously that could change. Got this from a really lovely eBay seller who accepted one of my little offers after a bit of back and forth. But yeah, he was really great. The Stussy is quite faint on it. I have given this a wash because I managed to get lipstick on it straight away as soon as I got it, which wasn't fantastic. So I have crep protected this now just to give it a little bit of extra protection against stains. Absolutely love this. Silver hardware, which is always a must for me as I'm always wearing silver. And yeah, really excited to get more wear out of this. And I don't think it's just for the summer either. I think I'll wear this all the way through autumn, winter, and cream is just always a colour for me, no matter what season. Yeah, I think this one's super versatile and really great little size. Okay, so moving on to clothes. Let me find it. Okay, so it's this. Whoa, there's way too much stuff on here. So you're not going to really be able to see the skirt because it goes all the way down. Still not quite as long as I would like it. Obviously, being 6'1", as I mentioned in all my videos, no skirts are ever really long enough. This one is a little two-piece from Asos, really cheap. I think the top was like 15 and the bottom was about 22, 23, something like that. But it's like a crinkled satin, so no, I haven't not steamed this. This is how it is meant to look. I wasn't sure about this one when I first got it. I think it might have been because I didn't have my hair and makeup done, so it did literally look like I was wearing a rag. But once your hair and makeup's done, you're kind of polished, like your hair slicks back. Put your jewellery on, like it looks intentional. I wore these with the New Balance 1906Rs that I showed you earlier, the grey and cream ones. My little Stussy bag. And I've got so many compliments on this, people asking where it was from, and yeah, I convinced quite a few people to actually buy this. Should have given them a commission link, really. It's a really nice little set, very sheer though, so you do have to wear a little kind of nude bra or something underneath. It is very sheer. I also wore some safety shorts under the skirt. Massive sucker for a satin skirt, so it's kind of cool that this one has a little something different about it. And yeah, obviously white is kind of my preference to wear in terms of colour. And yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't return this in the end. I got the skirt. Oh, the skirt doesn't say the size. I think the skirt is a medium. It came up really big, if I remember right. I did order two very similar sets, but I think it came up really big. And the top I'm pretty sure I got in a medium. I think the top I would actually wear on its own as well, and maybe not the skirt because I think it might look a little bit like a bit of rag on its own, but I think the top would probably look a little bit more intentional. And definitely something I would take on holiday with me as well because of the kind of lightness of the fabric. It's literally just one single piece of fabric, no lining, nothing like that. So yeah, elastic on the skirt and really comfy. So yeah, pleased with this one and a really, really good price. This set actually arrived yesterday, and as soon as I tried it on, I just knew that there was no returning it. I didn't actually like the little bralette, the little triangle bralette. The straps are way too short on it, not suitable for if you're taller. I didn't like the fit of the waistcoat, the kind of like tie front little waistcoat, didn't like that at all. But these two were a winner. It's from Because of Alice. It says BOA on here, obviously, just the acronym. But yeah, I got the maxi skirt, the crochet cream maxi skirt. I got this in a large. It does come up quite small, so yeah, really glad I got a large. Could have maybe even done with an XL. I'm like a 12, 14 at the moment. But it is slightly sheer, so I would definitely put on some either like no VPL pants or some kind of safety shorts that are the same colour as your skin. This one is really, really, really long. It does come down to almost my ankles, which is brilliant, and yeah, part of the reason why when I tried it on I knew there was no returning it. Got the little matching tube top, got this one in a medium. Again, slightly sheer, but I think on a hot day, if you can see like a little bit of your chest, it's not really a problem. We've all got nibbles, like obviously as you can tell at the moment, the heat, all I want to wear is like bandos, just want to like get my shoulders out, get as much of a tan as I can without any strap marks. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of build on my bando wardrobe, and again, if I go on holiday, which hopefully I will soon, this will definitely be something that I'll take and is super versatile. Definitely be wearing the skirt on its own as well with a few more of my like tiny little tops. Something I love wearing, just like a really long maxi skirt and a tiny little top. These two are definitely a winner from the new collection, so really glad I got these. I think the skirt was around 40 and this was around 30, I think, something like that. But yeah, quite expensive, but you can sort of really feel that it's well made. And I really hope that it washes well because it is a slightly bobbly fabric, like it's already bubbled, kind of pre-bubbled. So I really hope that it doesn't kind of go a bit weird in the washing machine, but I will do my best to look after it. What do we have next? Okay, we have this little plissé waistcoat from NAKD. When I first got it out of the bag, tried it on, didn't have my hair and makeup done, no jewellery, nothing, and I wasn't too sold on it, but as soon as I had a really nice pair of wide leg white trousers on, had everything kind of on, my jewellery, makeup on, hair done, I knew this one was a winner. So much so that I actually wore it to the first day of my new job when I wanted to feel a little bit, confident, feel good about myself. And I got a lot of compliments on it, people asking where it's from, because I guess you don't really generally see kind of plissé and waistcoats together. And it's very me. If something is cream or white and textured, like it's going in my basket. This has got these white buttons. There's not really much to say about it, really. You'll see it in the try on clip. It's just really nice, kind of boxy and kind of masculine. I think the colour and the material also make it really feminine. And yeah, I just really love that kind of masculine and feminine tailoring thing. I think it was around £30, something like that. But I will have to check on that one, but I'll link it down below. So this reclaimed vintage skirt from Asos, around £70 before I forget, $69.99, but obviously look to get it with 25% off, 20% off when Asos does that. But yeah, it's sort of a dip hem, which is not something I would usually really like, but it is quite long on the front and extra long on the back. This one has so much detail on it. There's so many different elements of embroidery on it, and it is actually embroidered. I did get this one in a 16. I got it in a 14 originally. It just wasn't as big as I wanted. I wanted it to be really comfortable. Camera just died if I look a little different. But yeah, continuing on, got it in a 14, not as big as I would like. And so I got it in a 16 and it fits a lot better. I really like an oversized skirt. I don't want it to look too small, like a dip hem skirt that's a little bit too small. Not a good look. But yeah, I think this looks really nice. I did wear this one out to the city centre the other day, and this girl came up to me and was like, "I'm so sorry, but I have to ask where your skirt is from. Like, I love it so much." I was like, I genuinely was so baffled what she was going to ask me. But yeah, she really, really wanted to know where this was from, and I'm not surprised because it is a really, really beautiful skirt. The bottom of it is that hanky style, kind of like a bit Free People-esque. But yeah, if this was from Free People, it'd be like £160 plus. I think this one is in and out of stock and quite hard to get your hands on. It's got a lining in it as well, so you don't even need to wear like shorts or anything underneath it if you don't want to. Really, really well made and elastic at the top. I do have another one that is hanging precariously behind my ring light, so I'm not going to grab it. But it's very, very similar to this. I'll link it down below, so I'll link it underneath this one. You don't really need to see it, it's just a long white skirt with less embroidery than this one. But it's got like a little toggle tie at the top, and that is from, I think, Vero Moda Tool on Asos. It's really long, like way longer than this one, right down to the floor. Almost too long for me, but I got that one in a 14, I think. Yeah, I think that one's around £40. Again, I've seen that's in and out of stock. If you're tall and after a white floaty long skirt for the summer, that's the one. Like, trust me, that is the one that you need. And another thing that I wanted to give an honourable mention to was another reclaimed vintage dress from Asos. I have loads of photos in this one, so I won't do a try on clip. But I wore this one out to the Pig Hotel near Bath and did kind of a semi-photo shoot in the garden with it. Got loads and loads of content in it and put loads of photos up. And so many people, again, asked where it was from. I think it was around £80. Definitely got it when it was 20% off. And yeah, it's beautiful, really, really open back, big puff sleeves, quite long, and yeah, just really, really flattering. I think if you've got kind of a smaller chest and you like getting your back out, then yeah, I just think it's really flattering. And James said he really liked it when I tried it on as well, so got to feel like a bit of a princess for the day in this sort of long white floaty puff sleeve dress. Big fan of it. Got it in a 14 if I remember right. A 16 would have fit, but I think it might have been a bit baggy on the chest. So yeah, it's got an elasticated kind of back panel. I'm not going to show you it now because it's in my wardrobe and it hasn't been steamed, but you'll see lots of photos. Another long white off-white item that I want to show you because this is massively tall girl friendly, so just wanted to give this one the stamp of approval. This Boohoo low waist, it's not actually low waist, maxi skirt. As you can see, it is very, very maxi, like super long. I actually couldn't believe it when I tried this one on out the packet. Super soft denim, really comfortable. Got this one in a 14. It has a split at the back. The whole style of it is just generally quite baggy, really up my street. Has belt loops. I absolutely love this. Like, I'm so in love with this, and I wear this all the time. It's just a real go-to, and if like I go away, I'll definitely take this as like my skirt option. Goes with everything. Has a kind of brown contrast stitching, and yeah, just fits me really well. I'm obviously big around my hips and my thighs and my bum, and this is just made for that. If you're tall and you carry your weight around your hips, then you need one of these. This honestly is probably my favourite thing that I've bought in a long time. Really fills a hole in my wardrobe for that kind of white denim skirt that is proper maxi, like really maxi. And if I remember right, it was quite cheap. I think it was around £18, £20. Again, genuinely considering buying another one as a backup just in case I rip it. Very unlikely, but I love it that much that I would genuinely consider doing this. So yeah, order it, try it out, love it. My order of items is all over the place, but moving on from one cream denim skirt to another cream white denim skirt. Got this one in from Topshop on Asos the other day. I think it's called the like high stretch denim skirt. They do this in a grey as well. Got this in a 14. It sits quite low waisted, which isn't something that I'm particularly used to, but it's something a little different, so it kind of fills a different gap in my wardrobe than the previous. But this is much nicer for like a night out. It's a little bit more flattering in terms of it kind of being more elasticated and more like close fitting, but yeah, you'll see on the try on clip, it has a zip up the back, and yeah, just as the name implies, it is stretchy. It's got a slightly raw hem at the bottom, which is kind of cool. You could obviously adjust this if you were slightly shorter, but it is really long. So again, if you're a taller girl, this could definitely be a really good contender for a long white skirt, long white denim skirt for you. I think this one was around £30 on Asos. Could be wrong, but we'll link it below just in case. And I think this one is pretty easy to get your hands on because it's relatively new in the last kind of 2 weeks or so. But yeah, just a quick mention for this one. Haven't worn it yet, but excited to. I have 2 items left on my list. Here's one of them. I wanted to make sure that I mentioned this one again, like the New Balance Grow trainers. This is an honourable mention because I've worn this a couple of times. The sleeve is inside out. I noticed that it is in the sale. So I wanted to give it a shout out because it could be something that you could get your hands on off my recommendation. This one is called the Weekday Dual Long Sleeve, DUAL, because it's made up of 2 tops. So you do essentially get 2 tops for the price of one. They're not attached, but they do fit kind of nicely into each other. Again, as you can see, it's my kind of colour scheme. It goes with the rest of my wardrobe. And yeah, I love anything that's sort of cream, beige, ribbed. And the cuffs are really exaggerated, which is kind of cool. I have super long arms, so getting any extra length on the arms is a bonus. And I got this one in a medium, fits really well, super comfortable. It is quite cropped, but you can sort of pull one layer down and play around with the top, which I think is kind of cool. You get, you know, a lot of looks in one top. And like I said, with taking that white skirt away, this would be a really good item to take away to kind of interchange, maybe, you know, unpair the tops. But yeah, absolutely love this. You can kind of dress it up, dress it down. I would wear this one on a night out because it does look kind of cool with them being both semi-sheer, or you could just pair this with a pair of jeans or like a, you know, big denim white maxi skirt. I've done that before, and just a really cool, comfortable, and kind of like me in this top. And I just really like the kind of, you can't really see it on you'll see it on the trial clip a bit better, but you'll see the kind of dual neckline. And I just thought, you know, Weekday does these kind of basics really well. I don't really have many kind of elevated basics, so yeah, real big fan of this one. And like I said, in the sale now, I paid full price. You don't have to. So the last item, oh my god, I have too many items on this row. One absolute mess. I changed my mind. I did have one, I now have 2 because I've just seen these ones hanging up. These are a pair of Zara jeans. You've probably seen silver jeans everywhere. Almost a little bit sicker than myself, but not these. These are special. I feel like I will have these forever. They're not like a fad or a trend. For me, silver is a lifestyle. Silver is every single piece of jewellery that I wear is silver. Silver is just me. I've just always been attracted to silver, and I have silver shoes. I'm just a silver girly, and these jeans are incredible. They are a pair of kind of ecru, like light cream jeans, really big and baggy with silver hardware, of course. And I got these in a European 44, which is a 16. If I'm correct. So I wanted them really big and baggy to wear with a belt to kind of pull them in at the waist. I had a bad experience with another pair of these in a different style being absolutely minuscule. Like I bought them in a 14 and I couldn't even get them up over my ankles. It was horrendous. I bought these massive just to make sure, and I'm really glad that I did. These fit perfectly. These are just so cool. They're like coated, so I think they've been like painted or sprayed silver, and I genuinely love these. I wore these to my casual day on Friday. We don't have to wear uniform. I wore these with just a white t-shirt and some like white Air Force with some like charms on, and I felt so comfortable but also felt kind of so elevated. They're just a really cool pair of jeans and super comfortable. I won't claim they're the most flattering jeans, like they're huge, but I love to draw on in my jeans. I love them to be super big, baggy, and more about the look than whether they're like super flattering. As long as they're comfy and, you know, they're big and baggy and they balance out the rest of my outfit, I'm a fan. They're really wide, leg all the way down. You'll see it on the trial clip. But yeah, I think these were around £40, £50, something like that. Again, I'll link them. I would say maybe size up from your usual size if you have a butt. Yeah, really excited to have these. I'm excited also to wear these on like a night out with a pair of trainers and a really little top. I think that would look really cool. And yeah, really glad I found these because I really wanted that hole in my wardrobe of a pair of silver jeans to be filled, and these have definitely done that. So these trousers arrived a few days ago, I got them in a 14, which is my usual trouser size that I get at the moment. I've gone up by about a size or so. It's fine, you know, bodies change. The 14 was actually a little bit small. I just know, you know, Nasty Gal sizing is all over the place. Most fast fashion sizing is. Yeah, I got these to replace a pair that I outgrew from Zara that I love. Don't want to talk about it. I really wanted a pair of like linen-esque striped wide leg trousers. Saw these on Boohoo from Nasty Gal, like the same company. So I ended up getting these in a 16 and ended up reordering them. And I'm really, really, really glad that I did. I know I'm going to wear them all the time through the summer. They're super long, really, really long. That's kind of one of the things that sold me on them. Often I can order a trouser, it'd be fantastic, but just too short, and there's not an awful lot you can do other than let them down, which I've done with a lot of my trousers. But these have the length, and they were quite expensive for Nasty Gal. They're around £40, £45, which is understandable because they do feel really good quality and they are part of their premium collection. But yeah, they're a kind of textured linen with a sort of black stripe through them, like a dotted stripe. But yeah, really big fan of these. If you have hips and a bum and you're looking for some sort of tailored trousers, some pinstripe linen ones in particular, these are lovely and fully recommend these. They do have belt loops as well because these are slightly too big, so it does give me the option of putting a belt with them. But yeah, I would say size up size-wise because I'm never usually a 16 other than the jeans I just showed you. But yeah, these do come up slightly small, and you never really want tailored trousers to be too small. It's just not a good look. You just look like a sausage squeezed into a pair of trousers. You want them to be big, you want them to be airy, you want them to look cool and relaxed. And these don't seem to be able to stay shut. So I will end on these. That is my final item. So yeah, that wraps up my what is new in my wardrobe for June and beyond. Really hope you saw a few pieces that you liked. I will link everything down below. I've said the size, so I won't put my size. But yeah, we'll hopefully be mixing in a few different formats of videos soon. A few styling videos, and if there's anything that you really want to see, pop it down below. Anything particularly like tall girl related would be kind of cool as well. I've written down a few ideas for new kind of formats of video. But any ideas you have would be great. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment so I know that you've been here, and I will see you next time. Bye!